Mario & Luigi Superstar Saga was good. Like, really fucking good. It had cool gameplay, tight new characters, a massive overworld, and things that would make old Nintendo fans rock hard. So, naturally, after seeing how well received Superstar Saga was, they made a sequel, Mario & Luigi Partners in Time. Now, Partners in Time was great, but not quite as good as the original. Don't get me wrong, it was a pretty damn cool game. Cool enough for yet another to be made. Mario & Luigi Bowser's Inside Story. So, let's dive right into it. I've had a good amount of experience with RPGs, because taking turns beating the shit out of each other is definitely my favorite way of beating the shit out of each other. And I've got to say the Mario & Luigi line is probably my favorite. Now that I've probably pissed off just about every Pokemon and Final Fantasy enthusiast who might see this video, I'll explain a bit. See, as games got more and more mainstream, bigwigs with deep pockets started taking interest, and slowly gaming became more about the mascot than the game itself. So at the sight of a Mario-based RPG, that could be a little daunting. Somebody could have just easily taken any turn-based game, slapped a cheap Mario sticker and Nintendo logo on there and been done with it. But that's not the case with this series. It feels like a legitimate Mario game. Every little aspect of the game suggests it, too. You select your attacks with blocks and not menus, most of the items are based off of the previous installments, and even the new elements still feel like they belong. Not to mention the previous Mario RPGs either felt out of place or had some sort of silly twist to it like, well, fucking paper. But not this one. It just feels really Mario, and that's good. So here I go, turning on the game, and oh, the title screens aren't as creative as the ones in the other games. Fuck it, whatever. So, the first bit, you sit through a long cutscene with a ton of text, but what do you expect? These games are fucking novels. Honestly, it came down to playing this game and reading Catcher in the Rye. So, finally you gain control of Mario & Luigi, and boom, tutorial. Okay, I think we're playing again, tutorial. Okay, I think they're finally done, nope, fucking tutorial. I mean, shit, man, I'm not a fan of being thrown into a game aimlessly, but I also hate having bullshit that's just basic instinct shoved down my throat. Come on, shut up, you girl. It's a girl? Whatever, fuck it. This game is rated E for everyone, so I'll overlook it. So, 4 hours later, and I'm through all the tutorials, and I can finally play the fucking game. Here I am, just killing all these reskinned Goombas in Bowser's stomach, which is probably a health risk in some way. And one thing I noticed is it's harder getting excellent attacks. Timing or something. Throughout the game, I felt like it was kind of difficult to nail these, which is actually kind of nice. The combat seemed like it was harder than the previous two in terms of execution, but at the same time, it was more forgiving of mistakes, which kind of gives you more of a chance to learn enemies' moves and adjust accordingly. I'm just thankful I didn't have to sit through a block of text explaining this and the game actually let me figure it out. You also gain a wide range of abilities, and for the most part, they're all consistently useful. See, games usually get these kind of things wrong. You'll either get all these cool weapons and abilities, but you'll only end up using one or two of them, or you're just overloaded with all these different approaches and it just makes playing it feel jumbled, messy, and gross. The Mario & Luigi games have never fallen victim to this curse though, and I was glad to see this one was the same. Soon enough you figure out that Fawful, who's a cameo from Superstar Saga by the way, has been doing horrible deeds and spreading chaos throughout the Mushroom Kingdom. He's making everybody fat. Like really fat. I understand that if it's a game released by Nintendo then I really shouldn't expect too much from the plot, but this was just pathetic. Once you're through the beginning, the story doesn't even focus on the initial problem it's so goofily established. Like really, what the... Wait a minute. Am I playing as Bowser? Oh my fucking god, forget anything bad I said about this game before, because this is awesome. Yeah, watch out, Mid-Miss, because I'm gonna beat the shit out of you. Another fucking tutorial? You've got to be kidding me. Damn it, man, just let me play the game. By this point, the chance to play as Bowser is the only thing that really kept me going, because I was so fed up with this bullshit. So I keep on grinding through this fucking textbook, and it actually turned out to be really good. I honestly wasn't expecting it, but the game totally turned around at this point, and the next few hours are what I can only describe as bliss. The level was cool, dialogue was humorous, and I'm the fucking Koopa King, baby. I mean, just look at this punch. Yeah, fuck you, Boulder. Now this is the kind of thing I was expecting. This is what the franchise was about. Free roam, exploration, and fun combat despite it being an RPG. But I very quickly discovered that the game kind of forced me to progress. It gave the illusion that I was free to explore and do what I want, but all the paths besides the main one were blocked off in one way or another, and the ones that weren't just kind of gave me a healing item or some shit. This kind of persisted throughout the game, not because I couldn't explore, but because the game conditioned me that way. It never felt like a reason to explore. See, a lot of games work this way. You You play through the first level and get a feel for the game, and then you make it to some sort of hub world, and from there you can branch out in all kinds of directions. Whereas this game just felt a lot more linear. There were hubs, but it was fucking confusing. Mario and Luigi have 2 hubs, and Bowser has his own, and they're fucking scattered across the map, and it's just fucking bad. None of these hubs felt centralized, and that's like the main purpose of them. So okay, they made exploration worse. But there were improvements too. Specifically gear and leveling. 2 things that are meant to make you feel like you're growing stronger. And remember, progression is a good thing. But a lot of games fuck this up. For example, have you ever been playing a game and you get this awesome item, so you're stoked because you just got that much more powerful. But then within the next 15 minutes you find a better item, and you don't have anywhere near enough money for it. So now your new item fucking sucks. It totally lost its value. I don't feel like I've progressed now. I feel obligated to spend a couple hours grinding for some new item just so it can get replaced soon enough. Yeah, that sucks. Bowser's Inside Story doesn't do that though. As you level, you unlock new gear slots, so instead of replacing your old gear that holds some sentimental value, you can simply equip new gear. Growth. Yeah, eventually you swap out your old shit, but the pacing seems a lot more smooth. It feels good. There's also badges that Mario and Luigi can use to reward them for nailing attacks perfectly, but you unlock them late and you spend more time playing as Bowser anyways, so it's kinda underused. But it was a cool idea. And then there were the minigames. Oh boy. These sucked. Whenever Bowser met an obstacle in the game that was just too much for him, it was up to Mario and Luigi to stimulate certain parts of his body to improve his abilities. And how did they do this? Through a series of minigames. Some of these were bad, some were horrible. They were annoying, repetitive, and some were just fucking hard. Oh, come on, man. I just never found myself enjoying these. It seemed like a quick way for them to make the game more varied than it actually was. Sure, some of them weren't bad at first, but they lose any charm they had because you had to do them again and again and again. One of these minigames induces Bowser into a roid rage, and he becomes fucking massive. While fighting as Giga Bowser, that's what this form is called, right? Whatever. You turn the DS sideways and fight not with buttons, but the touchscreen. You can also use your flame attack by actually blowing into the microphone. As if you didn't look dumb enough holding it the wrong way, you get to blow into it like an asshole. These parts were cool though, and a great way of breaking up the gameplay. Some were really hard, but good. I can say I enjoyed all of these sections for the most part. Except fucking these guys. So that's it. That's just about all the things I noticed in my playthrough. Combat was cool, but exploration was bad. Tutorials sucked, but the dialogue was witty. Some new gimmicks worked, but a lot of them blew. It wasn't a bad game, but it just wasn't nearly on the same level as Superstar Saga. Looking at it as a whole, it didn't feel unpleasant, it just felt incomplete. I feel like if Nintendo spent more time realizing some of their flaws and didn't focus so hard on breaking up the gameplay with annoying gimmicks, it would have been a lot better. But what do I know? I'm not a game developer. I'm just a Koopa who's happy to have his castle back.